Do you guys remember how the last episode ended?
Nope.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I actually took notes. I took notes last time because the time before all I had written down was McKinley. And so I took like 4 pages of fucking notes from last episode.
Oh, man.
So I do know what happened at the end of
Break
last
it down,
episode.
girl.
Okay. Just the last part?
Well,
Okay.
give us a shorter synopsis of the rest of it, because I'm a forgetful stoner.
And our listeners will want the recap too, so, they might also be stoners.
It's helpful.
Yeah, we're getting close to having a real-time delay between recording and episodes, too, so they're probably hearing it as far from the first one as we heard the last one, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Yes. Well, we had Lox did the fight, the battle, and I was trying to be big time manager, and Posa and Shaq got shirts and signs made with faces and stuff and sat up in the audience, and Lox won with her Batlithy thing, Queller. One-sided Batlith is a Queller.
Oh yeah, dude's favorite instrument.
Tracusis? Was his name Tracus?
Tracus Elast.
Okay, so that guy, it was his favorite weapon, and so you guys
Don't have
used
to
that.
remember his name.
So then we went to the Imaginary Note, which was that bar. We got the winnings and then went there to celebrate. And I wrote down there was a mashup of All I Do Is Win and We Are the Champions.
Oh, good.
And then...
Can't wait to have to do that.
I don't know what All I Do Is Win. What is that?
All I do is win, no matter what.
All I Do Is Win. Well, actually, Danny, you can just put that in here so I don't have to sing it.
That doesn't help Deanna right now, but...
No, it doesn't. So, yeah, Dee Dee, just wait until the
pretend like you understand now. Just go, oh, yeah.
Oh, of that explanation,
yeah, totally.
of course.
I love that song.
Do you remember how the episode actually, the last note to the episode? Okay.
Here it comes.
Yeah, I was getting there. I don't know if you know, I'm like a family circus comic where it's just, there's no fucking straight lines. It's just...
Oh, yeah, like the footprints? Yeah, you're following Billy's
there's footprints everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dude hands one of us a note. Was it me?
I think it was Lox.
Lox?
I mean, I was the fighter.
It wouldn't be Penny because she was probably back up on stage performing, right?
True. That's very true.
Lox
someone handed someone a note that says everything you know is a lie.
No, what actually happened, close.
Okay.
Close.
Damn.
No, wrong answer. B- at best.
Well, actually.
I'm getting Sue-splained.
So what happened was, Tracus Elast comes in, he's panting, he runs in, he got the snot beat out of him by Aloxus, but he's not dead. You just fought to the pain, not to the death.
It wasn't supposed to be to the death, so.
Yeah, exactly. So he comes in, running in, he's out of breath, he's beat, he's got some bumps and bruises, and he hands, we'll say Loxus, because he would recognize Loxus, right? He hands Loxus a package. He shoves something into your hands, Loxus, and he says, everything you know is a lie. And then that's where we cut, but we'll say he just rushes back out.
Yeah.
he just turns and runs.
Goodbye.
That seems significant.
Well,
he sort of gets lost in the crowd and then he's gone.
Okay, well, I'm sure Loxus being Loxus would just immediately open the said gift. Probably be of the mindset of security-wise, yeah, I probably shouldn't open this, but hey, fuck it. I just won a battle. I'm feeling good. Let's pop this bad boy open.
This ominous warning, whatever.
Yeah, right? Totally.
Finishing school did you right.
I mean, I had the thought. I just didn't heed it.
Well, and if you know it's a bad idea, everything you know is a lie, so obviously.
Right?
It's opposite day, so...
So, we'll say it's in sort of, the Madralathi equivalent of, like, the brown packing paper that you wrap stuff up in. And you unwrap it, and it's like a, kind of like marble, a stone of that sort of strength and appearance. And it's a pyramid. We'll say the base is probably, like 8 inches by 8 inches. The square base of the pyramid's 8 inches by 8 inches. So that's kind of how big the pyramid is. And it's like this marble pyramid, and there's all of this writing, like runic writing all around the pyramid, from the tip of the pyramid down to the base. And you don't recognize it. It's your universal translator doesn't do anything with it. It just appears to be indecipherable runes. We'll say it's white, like sort of an off-white, like eggshell, maybe. It's not like, just made of rock with a bunch of runes etched into it.
Does it look kind of like the jizz cubes, or...?
Let's say it looks a lot like the jizz cubes, but as a pyramid.
I found my fudge dice, you guys.
Oh, good.
I got my jizz cubes back.
Hell yeah!
Jizz cubes.
I've got them out right now.
Then you know exactly what this pyramid looks like.
I know exactly what that pyramid
we'll
just
say
looks like.
It has that same sort of translucent sheen to it, too. And we'll say that the wording on it is also sort of, it's painted in that, like, gold yellow. So the runes are etched into it, and then they're painted. They would have been painted with, like, a brush. With this yellow paint inset into the carving.
Sure.
So they look like the jizz cubes, and it's from the base to the tip, you say?
And it's 8 inches. So
Oh, yeah, baby. Where's Penny? Did you say
she's
Penny?
on the
Where
stage.
are you?
I'm on stage rocking out.
Yeah.
Like, how oblivious is she? Because I want to be like, Daphne, I got a clue!
Well, you got this Queen of Scanning probably not too far from you if you didn't want to interrupt Penny's wicked solo.
Wait, who is
I guess
it?
it's really more of Horatio's solo, but
Are you saying Shaq?
yeah.
Are you saying Shaq's close by? Well, okay, so obviously Lux still yells that out.
Yeah.
Daphne, I got a clue!
You
I'm
just
sure
yell out,
we've been
I have a clue!
Well, I'm sure we've been watching Scooby-Doo. She's obsessed with the 90s, right? So.
Oh, yes, I see.
That's true.
You're trying to get her amped up about a Scooby-Doo reference.
Fuck yeah, man. Anyhow.
Anything's gonna bring her around. It's a Scooby-Doo reference.
Right.
Zoinks.
I realize Penny is well into her deal, and she looks great doing it, so I take a moment and enjoy that. And then
You guys can't see it, but I just posed all over my closet recording.
Hell yeah.
yes, girl!
I could see that with my heart.
So then I scan the horizon for somebody else that's a nerd.
I see you putting your hand over your eyes.
Yeah,
Look
right.
around.
Like, holding my period and pyramid. Period. It's been a long week.
They make stuff for that.
Right? I like to play with it. It's art. Anywho.
So you put your hand over your eyes and you scan, and then you turn and Shakel's like 2 feet away from you.
Right. I jump back. Ah.
So was that me? Did you say I was right there?
Yeah.
Check.
You said you are universal translators aren't picking anything up, because that's kind of all I got in me. Should I do some boops on it to see what it's made out of and stuff?
Yes.
You can't go wrong, right?
Yes.
You can't go wrong.
I'm just like, yeah, whatever you're saying, you should do that.
Yes, okay.
And I'm just like, I'm touching the tip of the pyramid, it's kind of stroking it up and down with my fingers.
No,
and
boy.
looking at Jack and wiggling my eyebrows.
So I pull out my tricorder and I get a scan on.
fully ignore me.
Try to tell what it's made out of. If it's like made out of the nanobots like everything else is, etc.
This has 0 nanobots in it.
Nanobots.
Yeah, there you go.
And so no nanobots, and is it just like a solid thing, or is there something inside, or...
Actually, so you're scanning it, and you realize that your scans reveal a cavity inside of it.
Secret compartment?
Oh.
Maybe I gotta press the right runes in order to get it started. I just start pressing runes to see if anything happens.
It's like a Simon. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, just to see if, do they light up? Are they buttons?
Yeah, actually, so as you're sort of touching the runes, they do sort of faintly glow.
What color?
Like, they go from, like, that yellow paint to sort of a soft blue.
Ooh.
And as you're touching it, if there's an order to touching these runes, it doesn't happen right away.
Right, but it does seem like there might be a code or something.
Mm-hmm.
Posa will kind of run up in the midst of this, unaware of the fact that anything's happening. But I want to run up and be like, oh my god, and get another drink because I'm out dancing because I'm already fucked up because I don't care. Can I use my eidetic memory if I see this thing to see if I recognize?
What does that skill do? It lets you...
When testing to recall information you have seen or heard previously, even in passing, you succeeded on a roll or blank or plus.
So, your eidetic memory, you like to do a lot of research before you leave on a mission.
Yep.
And it's helped you in the past, obviously, a great deal. In this case, there was nothing about these runes, this writing, this, script, or whatever this alphabet happens to be. Totally, not anything that the records showed.
So I just see it and go, ooh!
Pretty.
It's so shiny.
Are you saying with that phrase that you just said, are you saying that she doesn't recognize it at all? There's nothing that she's seen? She doesn't recognize it? Or that there's nothing for sure in the database about this? She remembers, she scoured the whole database, and absolutely this isn't in it.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
That.
The guy who gave it told me that everything we know is a lie. Little dramatic.
Dun dun dun.
Dun!
I say that and also start stroking the top of it and wiggling my eyebrows at Posa.
Everything, like literally everything, or everything we know? What?
I'm kind of shaking my butt to the music as I'm doing all this, kind of rolling my eyes, I know, right? Crazy. It's totally nuts.
I don't know. Stroke.
Very nonchalant about the whole thing.
The three of you, roll me one. It's really crowded in here, so I want you to roll me 1 cube. Not Penny, because she's rocking out.
Yeah.
I got a plus.
All right.
I also got a plus.
Woo!
Shaq?
Okay, I got a negative.
Okay,
Damn.
So Loxus and Posa both got pluses, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so oh boy. Loxus, since you're just kind of shimmying your butt back and forth and just kind of looking around, you're probably scanning the crowd looking for faces to kiss, things like that.
I picture her being a Robert Palmer girl, addicted to love.
Oh, yeah.
With this little pyramid.
We already used that on a previous episode.
I know, we did, that's right. But it was recorded so long ago, I don't remember.
But Loxus, you remember there was a barback, and the barback was the one who told you about Jackie, the pirate?
Uh-huh.
The main bartender didn't remember or didn't have any information for you, but the secondary bartender...
I think you were talking to me.
Oh, okay. Well, they were talking to Shakel. Okay.
Yeah.
So Loxus, you aren't really you were too busy flirting with the main bartender, but you see this other barback. They're sort of looking right at you, and they're looking at the object in your hands. And Posa, you sort of follow Loxus's eyes, and you see the secondary bartender doing that, staring, just not at the three of you, but at the object that Loxus is holding.
Yeah.
That guy's creeping.
I imagine Shaq during all of this is just still pressing buttons at random.
Shaq's still like, yeah, you're still trying to figure out the Rubik's Cube here.
I kind of sort of tap both of their shoulders, just like, and try and get their attention and make sure, because I'm staring at this person who's staring at this pyramid, and they go, what, why are they staring? They're staring. Do they know something? Do you know them?
Who was in charge of the Komodo when we left?
It would be the captain.
Yeah, Captain was back.
Yep.
All right. Well, I just give it a little bleep bloop.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, stand by for 4 to possible beam up. Like, get a lock on us just in case.
Posa goes, huh?
I don't like the way that guy's looking at us.
So when, I guess, you probably would have, tapped me and been like, huh, what? And I, maybe was still too engrossed to hear it. But I think I would know if I, heard that we're about to get beamed up. And I was like, so I look up, and I guess I would see the bartender. I would remember them as having given me some information before. And I think before we get beamed up, I'm going to go talk to them. I'm not going to bring the cube thing, or pyramid thing. But I'm going to go over there and I'm going to say...
Are you saying anything to the rest of us before you just start walking? Because I would grab your shoulder and stop
I would say, oh hey, I know them. Let me go see. And then I'll start walking.
All right. I keep stroking the pyramid, wiggling my butt, staring.
So do you think, did they remember me, as I approached them?
It was you were in here, 6 hours ago.
Yeah, that's right. It's not even been a day. It's one today.
Yeah, you were here in the early afternoon or the late morning or whatever. And now it's about dinner time, I'd say.
Okay. So I'll go up and I'll be like, hey, buddy, do you remember me?
Yes, of course I remember you.
I guess I'm kind of hard to forget and...
Well, you're not Madralathi. That makes it pretty easy to remember you.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you remember me. Do you know... I see you looking. Do you know what that is?
I need your friends to meet me in the back room in 10 minutes and be cool about it.
Oh.
And then they disappear. They sort of walk off.
Okay, interesting.
We're not very good at being cool about things.
I'm so good at being cool. Okay, got it. Super cool. And so I turn around and walk straight back over to Lox, and I put my arms on on her shoulders, and I'm like, hey, be cool.
I look around, and I'm like, who are you talking to, girl?
I mean, they said to go and meet them. Be cool about it. Jesus.
I picture myself with my hands on Lox, just huh, what's going on? Huh. And then I
being anything but cool.
Yeah, and then Shaq is fumbling with her words, and I put my hand on her shoulder and just whoa. Whoa.
I think Shaq in this moment is a bit scared.
Yeah.
But also pretty excited that we've gotten some kind of awesome mystery.
Something's happening.
Yeah, that this is not just we're gonna go do a patrol and it'll just be a boring old thing. I think I'm pretty jazzed that there's a puzzle box and a mysterious meeting and everything. So I'm trying to not be too excited.
Okay. So you relay to us that we need to go somewhere.
Yeah.
My first thought is to try and figure out to try and hide this pyramid thing, but I also want to go get Penny. So I'm just
well, can we beep boop her? Can we badge her while she's jamming and be like, Penny bitch?
Will she hear it?
Penny bitch.
I mean,
Penny
will
bitch.
she hear it? Will she hear it?
Use your psychic powers.
Oh yeah, Shaq, brain baller.
Okay, you don't need to go that far.
Don't brainball TM me.
That is the opposite of being cool about it, for the record.
Don't get me excited. I will brainball anything. No. I think, could I just give her a little psychic nudge so she looks this way,
Yeah.
but not like an invasive brain word or anything.
I won't make you roll for it because you're also, like, intimately connected just by virtue of being on so many adventures together by now. Penny, you sort of feel like, for some reason, you have the desire to look up and across the room in a certain direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of very compelling.
Mm-hmm. So I do that, and I am compelled to look across the room, and I see all of them, like, I imagine the three of you put sunglasses on, and you're, like, Squirtle squatting it. You're just like,
We're trying to be cool.
Yes.
That's what we think being cool is.
Yes, Squirtle Squad. So you have your sunglasses on, and I just kind of look at you, and since Horatio is the one that's really running the gig, I can kind of be like, and look at you, and are you guys, like, motioning for me to come over?
Yeah, if I saw you looking, I'd be like,
I knew you would be looking because I just brain pushed you. So I'm like, arms. I'm doing a thing. You can't see it.
No.
I'm like, doing the arms motion
Doing the waving
to come
thing.
over here. Yeah.
You're like one of your
frantic waving
antennas
arms.
just kind of like, come here. Like,
No, with my arms too. I'm not being cool. I'm telling you.
like, I am not.
No
people.
subtlety. No subtlety.
Yeah, Loxus is also doing it, like, dancing and, like, doing that come hither with both fingers back and forth.
Yeah.
It's a more sexual version of what I'm doing.
do the fucking fishing rod.
Yes,
Oh,
the
yeah.
fishing rod.
Throw it out.
Yeah, trying to reel her
Yes.
in.
So I immediately start flopping across the room because you've caught me. So
Finally caught me a mermaid.
So what do you do, Penny? You
I'll just say
What do you do?
You heard her.
I didn't hear the be cool part, so I'm just like
I told her to be cool yet.
It's true.
I just say, thank you, Wisconsin, and I jump off stage and high five the crowd.
You put the guitar back in its holder.
Yeah, so I put the guitar down, jump off stage, high five everyone as I'm walking through the crowd, and then get to my friends, put my sunglasses on, and I'm just like, what's up?
Now, interestingly, the guitar has picked up some new tricks. The Kmar has picked up some new tricks.
Yeah.
Because it's full of nanobots, they've sort of like synthesized all of the 90s and 80s rock that you've put into it and are making new compositions based on like the algorithms. So it's totally new music, but it all sounds very familiar. And it lacks the heart and soul of a live performance, right? It's like
She's heart and soul. She's got it all. Sorry.
that was perfect though. Yeah, but it doesn't have that.
Yes.
So everyone's kind of a little disappointed, but they just assume maybe, you're taking a 5 to, like, have a smoke and a beer or something.
Yeah.
That's what they're hoping. So you walk over to them.
I kind of look back and reassure them with like a wave and a look like, oh, she'll be back. It's fine. It's cool.
That's cool.
They don't want the show to be over, so they're just, like, gonna hold on to that hope.
Yeah.
They're gonna not stop believing.
God.
Aw.
Yes,
Absolutely
good.
not.
Yes, good.
So we bring you up to speed and tell you about the weird box, and we show you the weird. It's not a box. We call it a
Pyramid.
box. The weird pyramid.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was given to us in a box, right?
It was given to you in sort of, like, a bunch of brown, like, butcher paper.
Oh, right, butcher paper. So can we wrap it back up so that it's not so visible?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. We tell you that we have a mysterious meeting with the barback and to be cool about it, and that we're totally being cool about it. As you can see, look at our sunshades. And
So cool.
here we go, let's go.
All right. And my eyes are just getting wider and wider, which you guys can't see because they're behind my super cool sunglasses. But I'm just like, oh, okay, let's go. Yeah.
And here we go. Who is holding the box?
You are.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do we want me holding the box, or do you want? I am. This is Shaq. I mean, this is Lexus asking everybody because it's like, or do you want my hands free so I can wreck shop?
I have like my medical bag and stuff always on me, so I was thinking if we really want to kind of tuck it away, I have a bag, but I assume probably Shaq does as well. So
Can we do this in such a way that no one can see who's got it, Susie? Like,
Sure.
if anybody were watching us.
Who's gonna do the sleight of hand?
Yeah, do we have any kind of,
None of you are proficient.
Yeah, it would just be a roll, so anybody is as good as anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, well, can I justify doing it, like, flashily? I mean, I know we don't use flashy and all that anymore, but I'm old school, right? But like, could I do it in such a way where it was more like a magic trick and it was like right before your eyes kind of crap?
The swinging titties or whatever.
Like, oh yeah, do, and then shove it in her bag.
I mean, right now, nobody else is looking at you too hard with it. If you did that, you'll definitely draw more attention to yourself doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's just try.
I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying you may draw more attention to yourself.
I mean, I want to, but I can resist.
Let's just kind of walk out and just sort of huddle together and just sort of pass it between each other discreetly.
Pretend we're passing a joint.
Yeah.
If anyone was paying attention to us, this would not be cool. This would be very suspicious, turning around.
Huddling together.
Playing hot potato with
Seriously,
something, and then...
as we're walking out, I just hand it to Posa, and Posa knows to put it in her bag.
Okay, so Loxus, roll me 2 dice.
Oh, okie dokie. Nope.
Not a plus among them.
No pluses.
Posa, you roll me 2 dice now.
Oh, boy. I got a plus.
Okay, so Loxus, you sort of, you don't do a great job of handing it to her. You don't, like, drop it, right? But you're sort of like, you're more like, here, take this.
Yeah.
Posa will be more like, be cool, man, you know, and Posa, you can make it disappear into your bag without much fuss.
Yeah. Okay.
But I would say that you've not drawn, like, a ton of attention to yourselves.
Phew.
It's kind of weird that the two of you are, like, huddled around, you know, passing this thing in a brown paper back and forth, but everyone in here is kind of sauced, so it doesn't really matter too much.
Sweet.
Maybe it's like an off-worlder thing, too. Like,
That's
they don't
true.
know. Maybe that's just what we do.
Maybe that's just how they do it in Starfleet.
So is it time for our meeting yet?
Yeah, we'll say it's been about 10 minutes. If it hasn't been, it's close enough.
Are we supposed to all go, or are we sending just one of us?
I feel like we're all going.
I feel like we should all go, but I don't mind bleep blooping and just, like, checking in that we're having a suspicious meeting.
Yeah, maybe do that.
Just, like, I'm sure they were concerned when we said we were gonna, you know,
Yeah.
like, hey, just prep to beam up, and then radio
Never
silence.
heard from again.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
nonchalantly do a little bleep bloop, give them a little update.
Once we're going to, like, a back room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, once we're kind of there, maybe it's 8 minutes have passed and we're in the back room. We'll just do a quick bleep bloop.
Yes, lieutenants. That's Captain Takab. How are things going down there?
Very well, Captain. Very well.
Excellent.
But we've got a suspicious object, and we've got somebody that might have some information on it. So we're going to go with the lead, but we're not sure where it might take us. So we just wanted to check in.
You're well trained in Starfleet protocol. I have the utmost faith in you, Lieutenant Gug. And I know that you're surrounded by 3 capable women, so we'll just stand by and wait to hear from you. We'll continue to have our transporters locked onto you until we hear otherwise.
I appreciate your confidence, sir. Confidence in us.
Yeah, that's right, yo!
You say that over Loxus's intercom, as always.
Just shouted into my intercom.
Posa's a little drunk, so yeah.
Yeah.
I wink at Posa as she does that, because I appreciate it, of course. I'm just trying to be as professional as possible.
Yeah. I yell into your boob, so,
Yeah.
Takav says, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Takav out.
I guess other Posa's also a cut up on the mic. Since we're not from this galaxy, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh my
god. As far as
I hope so.
So we're gonna straight up, like, Reservoir Dogs roll in here?
Here are your names. Mr. White, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Pink.
Yeah.
With our sunglasses and our briefcase.
I think so.
All right, so you head back to the bar, and there's actually, like, a small hallway. You find a door near the bathrooms that goes into, like, a small hallway. I assume you go down the hallway.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Loxus first, let's be fair. I would have it no other way.
You quickly find the hallway leads to, like, a storage area, a broom closet, and then, like, the manager's office. And the door to the manager's office is closed. It's clearly labeled, but it's closed.
Open that shit.
Alright, so you open the door, and inside, pretty standard, even for hermit culture that you don't know much about. All managers' offices basically look the same. We'll say they have a standing desk, and there's a terminal, that they can do all their accounting in, several chairs, etc. And I guess I should also add, the bartender is in there.
Yeah.
Leaning on the desk, just waiting. And as you come in, they say, close the door.
Close it.
So you close it, and then they'll say, Put that artifact on the table. Let me see it.
No.
I'll take it out and sort of like half unwrap it and hold it in my hands.
And they just motion for you to set it down on the desk.
I look to everybody else.
No, what is it?
It's,
Tell us what you know.
well, it's an ancient Madralathi artifact. We don't know much about them, other than that there's a lot of ruins on the outer ring, and that very few people ever go out there. Occasionally the Nelketh will send out, the central government, on the orders of the Nelketh, will send some teams out there, but we're really not permitted to go out there, so we know very little about these ancient ruins. This is definitely from one of those ruins. Everything I know about these ruins, they're covered in the script.
Do you know what they say?
I don't.
What's it to you?
There is something that doesn't quite match up between these ancient ruins and modern Madralathi society. The fact that we're not permitted to explore these ruins, the fact that the script is not used anywhere else, it has some of us wondering if our history that we know it may be a lie. We have no proof, though.
And who are these others? Group of you? Got an organization?
There are a handful of us on the several planets that communicate covertly to discuss these matters.
What do you guys call yourselves?
We call ourselves?
Have you got a name?
Oh, no, a clever... You mean like a clever gang name or something like that?
I mean, something to identify each other?
We don't really have a name, but amongst ourselves, we refer to each other as true believers.
Dorky.
Excuse me?
What do you think it's connected to?
I say that out loud.
You didn't say that out loud?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Just playing it off.
They heard that and they're like, excuse me, but then Loxus asked her question so quickly that they snapped back to attention. What did you ask, Loxus?
And what's the truth?
That's what we're trying to find out.
What part is the lie? What part is untrue? All of it? Some of it? What is that?
They sort of sigh heavily. Have you heard about our great hero, Keith?
Yes?
I look at everybody.
I think.
Yes, that sounds familiar because I remember thinking Keith the alien was funny.
Right. Keith?
We went to that temple to get Locke sponsored, and they made us watch that video, remember?
Yeah.
And it was about our true savior, Neith,
Mm-hmm.
and how I think we fight to honor his warrior.
Yes.
Keith is his greatest warrior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Legend has it that when the unnameable entity came to Madralathi space, that Neith's greatest warrior, Keith, So you have heard of the great hero Keith. Well, every planet in the Madralathi sector has a similar story. Everyone has a different hero's name, and a different savior's name. The stories are so similar. And because we don't really intermingle as people, because we all, to be frank, can't stand each other, we have no reason to discuss our religions amongst us. But the true believers got together. We're all from all the different planets. And we studied the notes, started putting things together, and our religions seem to be carbon copies of each other, just with the names changed. It's weird.
That sounds surprising.
So again, what do you believe the truth is?
Well, it feels like this has been spoon-fed to us. So whatever the truth is, I think this is an extremely fabricated lie that's been told to all of us.
So how do you think this pyramid is going to help you?
I don't know if this pyramid in particular is going to help me, but you don't see artifacts from the ruins just out in, common daily life in the major Madralathi planets.
If you're not allowed to go there, is this thing illegal? Is having this?
No, very much so.
Oh,
right.
good.
If the central government catches you with this, they'll definitely take it off your hands and then ask you, a lot of annoying questions.
Well, if the true believers have any kind of, database or a store of information that you could transfer to us, that might be helpful.
We can't keep information written down. It's all word of mouth. If the central government and the Nelkath were to know that we were poking around in these artifacts and these ruins and discussing this, well, let's just say some of us aren't convinced that the Nelkath have our best interests at heart.
Maybe we should get it onto the ship and study it and do some research. If there's nothing more that you can give us to help us uncover the truth, we'll be sure to tell you.
If you do, please let us know. And if you come across, I haven't met her, but if you come across Captain Jackie, please let her know that there are those amongst us who want to know the truth.
All right, we will.
We're going to see what we can find out. Let me know if you get any more information. Here's my space email address.
Yeah, right. You give her your Starfleet, your dot Starfleet email address.
Yeah.
And then they'll just kind of motion for you to leave first. I don't know if you want to leave out the door or if you want to just beam up. It's up to obviously up to you.
I would like to be alone with this pyramid.
Sexual.
It has a flared base, Yikes. It just goes out at the bottom. I would like to not be around the bartender because I don't know if they are good or bad. A good witch or a bad witch.
Right.
I would like to let Horatio loose on this thing, though, and see if he can tell me anything about it.
Well, let's beam up first, then. Let's go ahead and just go to the
Okay, because I was going to say, we can either beam up or, sneak into a bathroom stall and all go into, the big stall together.
Let's just beam up. We don't need to be any more conspicuous than we already have.
You have a floating bathroom stall in the sky that you can go to.
That is the Komodo, the floating bathroom stall in the sky. Let's go.
Komodo. Komodo.
I didn't even realize I was making that joke.
Beep, beep, beep. 4 to beam up, and plus a thingy.
Alright. Whoosh, you beam up. The captain will sort of make your report in. You give her your report. She's eager to know about, how the first meeting with the Madralathians went. She won't ask too much. She'll just tell you to write it all up in your reports. And then, the captain will ask, we'll say you're in the, her ready room. What do you think Takov's ready room looks like?
Sparse.
Yeah, is there like a fish bowl in it? Or, Lorca's standing desk, bowl of
So
fortune
she definitely
cookies?
sits And she's pretending to be Vulcan, right? So, yeah, it's gotta be sparse, but she's not
But I think, like, she also kind of loves life because she knows it's, like, limited because of her disease, so she probably has a little bit of bling. Also, because she's Romulan, so she's not actually... Right. And we're all a bunch of misfits, so...
Right.
She probably doesn't have to put on too many airs in this office.
No.
So what do you think? What's the embellishment?
I'm picturing the TNG conference room, like the long kind of oval conference room table, and then like a big wolf head painting on the wall.
Like 3 wolves and a moon.
Howling, yes, 3 wolf moon. Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck would she get that?
But like, okay, so what's the Vulcan equivalent of a wolf? No, they have, do you remember? You guys may have not seen this. But there's original series cartoon episode where Spock's like dog.
Wow, extra nerdy.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, you have maybe not seen this. I was like, oh god.
The big fluffy like dog with the horn glued on.
Yeah, and it dies at the end, and it's super depressing. Let me see what the name of that creature is, just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Cartoons used to be good. They used to make you cry.
Yeah.
It's like Space Old Yeller.
Okay, yesteryear. Spock must travel to rescue his younger self. Oh, his pet, Sayla.
Personal log. Something unexpected has again occurred. The Selat, Ichaya, was struck by the poisonous claws of the Lamachia he fought. He is dying.
Saylat is a giant teddy bear-like beast, native to Vulcan. Has 6-inch fangs. It looks like sort of like a half lion, half bear.
Teddy bear beast.
That sounds very cute.
They were a popular pet with Vulcan children. So she has like 3 Saylat moon painting.
Perfect.
Yeah. In her ready room. And then we'll say she has like a bunch of ancient ceremonial weapons that like harken back to before Romulans and Vulcans actually separated. Like it goes that.
Oh, nice. Good deal. Yeah, so she can call back to her history without being too overt.
Yeah. So, a lot of that sort of stuff. Not too much, but a lot of that stuff.
So we're in her ready room.
Yes, and she wants to know, she says, was there anything, I see you've got this artifact that you've been given. I'll just assume that you told her all about that, unless you didn't.
We told her all about it.
Okay.
Not a lot of secrets between us and the Cap. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Say no more.
Maybe she would if she could, but she's not allowed to by Starfleet protocol.
Right. But I can tell the glimmer in her eyes. She don't mind.
Oh, yeah. She's Romulan, right? She's horny.
Yep. She likes a little scandalous. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was there anything, other than, this particularly interesting artifact this mystery that you've been given, anything exciting that happened on the planet? Any tidbit of Madralathian culture that you'd like to impart?
Oh my gosh. Loxus gets real wide-eyed and goes into her fight, blow by blow.
Takov just is she's listening very intently, right? So she's just nodding. Well, it seems that you have accidentally is not the right word, but for lack of better term, accidentally put yourself in a prominent place among the Brogana culture. This may be a little bit unorthodox, but should help us in the future. Good thinking, all of you. And she just gives you, I guess, a thumbs up.
Chuck's doing a real self-satisfied nod at that. It's like, yeah.
Alexis just smiles her creepy fucking Klingon smile at everybody.
Finishing school can only do so much.
That's right. Don't fucking fix my teeth.
So she'll let you go. You want to poke around on this pyramid?
I was just gonna say, that's totally why we did the fighting thing, was to ingratiate ourselves to people.
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah.
That is exactly why.
What we were always thinking.
Quick thinking, Lieutenant.
We had a plan.
And these plans are why I continue to put you down on these away missions. Nobody thinks on their feet quite like the four of you.
Ain't it the truth?
I couldn't have done it without these ladies.
All right. I would like to set Horatio loose on this pyramid.
All right.
So,
So do we retire to like a lab to start studying it and doing microanalysis and seeing if we can decipher the code? And...
So what I'm seeing is, like, is it from A Beautiful Mind when all that, like, code and math is scrolling across the screen?
Yeah.
And then, like...
And it's us at a lab, like, I'm on a computer, Penny's, like, got Horatio out next to the cube.
Yeah.
Lox has, like, her pencil between her teeth, like, reading something, like, held up in the air, like, looking at it through the light.
And she keeps breaking the pencils.
Posa's got a pencil behind her ear, just, like...
At least one.
Really getting in there on something.
At least one.
And the camera just pans around us while code goes across the screen.
Yes, we get a montage.
Yeah.
What's the soundtrack for the montage of us, like, getting scientific?
Yeah, what's the sound? What's the song?
Can hear it in my head. It's the, Top Gun. Oh, Danger Zone. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I can hear it in my head, but it's just like...
Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone. Got it. It's as good as downloaded.
Yes.
Put that on the season 2.
Yes.
At this point, we're going to have so many songs in season 2, we do like 2 an episode, that I'm going to have to do a like 2-disc mixtape.
Yes!
Okay.
So you got Danger Zone playing. And you're doing a bunch of math. And okay, I want each of you to roll me 2 dice. If you think you can roll 3, justify it to me with your skill. We'll just go around the table.
What are we rolling for? Oh, just to
math this pyramid open. We'll start with Posa.
I don't think I have a proper excuse besides eidetic memory, which I already tried, so I'll just roll 2.
Yeah. 2. Okay.
Oh, both negatives.
Okay. Penny?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me 2 dice unless you can justify 3 to me.
I have the Ghost in the Machine trait, which would have let me roll 1 anyway. So if you're going to give me 2, then add the 1. 'Cause math, and I can do it. So 3 dice.
Okay.
Okay. It's a twofer. Okay.
That's all the explaining she needs.
Yeah.
Are you fucking I don't know what's wrong with my dice, but they are broken.
Throw them away!
No, not a plus among them, huh?
If I take the 2 minuses and put them together, that's a plus.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Oh, I see what
None of
you're
that
saying.
works.
2 wrongs don't make a right?
No, I mean... No, because if you put the 2 lines together, it makes a plus.
They're
And then
across.
yeah, whatever. I failed.
All right, Loxus, give me a roll.
Yeah, let's be honest. I'm not going to get any more than 2. I'm working my ass off for these 2. I got a plus!
Yay!
Nice.
Woo.
All right, Shakel, you roll 2 unless you can justify 3 to me.
How about 3 for my engineering? That's just for Starfleet stuff.
Well, you can interface. So actually, roll me 2 dice to start, and then based on how this happens, we'll determine whether you can roll 2 or 3 dice for your math roll.
I got blanks.
Okay, so you're kind of like, you're trying to fuck around with this thing to see if there's like any USB ports that you can like hook into and see if there's like any underlying technology. But actually, since Penny did not succeed.
No.
Ah, damn it. Okay, just roll me 2 dice then.
2 more? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking A. So those ones were 2 negatives.
Why couldn't she be inspired by the fact that I did so well and I'm an idiot?
I am inspired. We're trying to make Susie have a narrative reason why that could possibly happen.
I know. Give her a 3. She's inspired by me, and I'm such a moron. Usually she's not inspired by me. If I'm rocking out,
All right, everyone's fucking blown away by how good Loxus did. You're like, what? Everyone roll one more dice.
Oh boy.
Haha. I look like Beast, getting it, looking smart and shit.
I got a plus!
Yeah, I got a +2.
Shaq still failed though, so
Oh,
You're
no.
welcome.
The number I had in my mind was 3 of you needed to succeed, so because Loxus fucking...
She gave us bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone was like, holy shit, Loxus is like... You were kind of like, you were inspired, but also like maybe a little like ticked that Loxus, who's not like... she's not the mechanical one.
Yeah.
you guys were inspired, but I got ticked, so that's why I still
Yeah, that's not surprising.
because I just let my emotion take over.
Hey, whatever does it. I don't care.
Horatio Red is like, kind of like, the Horatio hologram is sort of near it, sort of like poking at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll say that as you're all working together, Horatio's little hologram will sort of spin around it and then like fly up from the tip. And then
From the tip.
you'll notice that there is you'll see a new line inset on the top third of the pyramid, almost like you can hinge or take the top the pointed top of the pyramid off.
Like a seam?
Ooh,
Yes, a seam. That's the word I was looking
Take
for.
it
Thank you.
off.
Did you
should
say
take that
take it
off.
off?
Yep.
Ooh, 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 ooh. That's all Loxus does.
Oh. Okay.
Like points. Gets real excited.
And I say, good job, little buddy, and I'll go over and take the top off.
All right, so you like pull it off, and it actually comes like a cookie jar, right? The whole thing comes off, and you look inside, and what you see is a bunch of white goo.
Ew.
Ah,
Oh.
jizz.
Yeah.
It is a jizz pyramid.
Loxus takes her finger,
Still.
sticks it in the goo,
I'm scanning it.
smells it,
Uh-huh.
gives a little lick.
Puts it on her tongue.
Yep.
It's not spum, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, not jizz. From any type of creature, not the jizz.
Loxus pronounces, it's not spum.
There we go.
Okay.
Does anyone want to run a
Yeah.
scan on it?
Yeah, I scanned it as well.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I figured.
Do you want me to roll?
Actually, now that Horatio's kind of like opened it up, you do realize, Penny, that and Shaq, you can see it now too, that the inside, if you're looking at the pyramid from the inside, there's actually like several mechanical, not like computer parts, but more like mechanical, I guess, mechanisms on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So it is like a puzzle, essentially. There's a bunch of like metal, like there's not hinges, but just like metal brackets on the inside, sort of lining the inside, that sort of help hold the top down tightly and then spring it free when it's undone.
Yeah, it's by some sort of trigger.
Yes. So now that you see that there's actually like a mechanical component to it, I would let you use third dice.
Okay. Let's take a look here. Aha, plus.
All right, so you're scanning it, and you're scanning, the mechanisms and the goo on the inside, and the readings come back, and you're looking at the individual molecules, right? All the molecules in space are the same. There's only so many building blocks in the universe. Different cultures put them together in different ways to make things to achieve the same effect. But as you're looking at it, you realize this is just ancient superglue.
Just like a powerful adhesive?
Yeah, you have a pyramid full of superglue. Milky white superglue.
So I immediately start painting it on my hand.
What?
I immediately start painting it on my hand, like Elmer's glue, to make like that skin hand so I can peel it off.
Okay, so
Wow.
you put we'll say you put like an ounce of it, not half an ounce of it, you spread it on your hand,
Mhm.
and within a minute it turns rock hard. It's like almost as hard as the pyramid that it came out of. It's not skin. You now just have a hand caked in extremely solid glue.
Oh no!
Well, I guess now we know how it interacts with skin.
Yeah.
That's one way to find out. I don't know what the implications of this glue are.
It's a thing made of glue filled with glue?
Was the glue holding it together, or this is just where they kept their glue?
It's just a glue holder.
It's just a bottle of glue, an ancient glue bottle.
No, but seriously, is there any specific cultural reverence for glue?
Cross-check the database.
Posa, roll me 3 dice for your eidetic knowledge, yeah.
Oh, nothing.
Oh my god.
So, Loxus says that out loud, and Posa's reply is...
Fucking, I don't know, man. Nope, no glue. Oh, fucking no.
Should we stop there?
Yeah, that's a good place to stop. That's perfect. We call ourselves?
The Pyramid Gang.
Oh, wow.
The Pharaohs.
Ruiners.
The Ruiners!
You have been listening to Mammary Alpha. Your hosts would like to thank Smelly Tooth, who composed our theme song and some of the other music that you hear, as well as Roll Music. You can find us online at mammaryalpha.com and on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as Mammary Alpha. You can tweet at us using the hashtag #ThisPodcastIsTheTits, thanks to Dee Dee, and support us by buying a t-shirt or becoming a patron. And don't forget to leave a rating or review on iTunes.